I'm Dr. David Magnano. I'm a licensed chiropractor in the state of Florida and New York, and I practice at Magnano Health Center on Gulf to Bay in Clearwater. I am here to talk to you today about pain, and that can be neck pain, back pain, headaches, shoulder pain, hip pain, leg pain, really any pain in the body. And what is the most common cause of that? So obviously nerves pick up sensation, and nerves travel to all the different areas and parts of the body, as you can see on this chart here. Many people don't realize that nerves also travel to all the organs, glands, and blood vessels in the body. But I'm here to talk to you about pain. So let's say somebody has neck pain. Generally what happens is you have the spinal bones. And there can be several causes of pain. Somebody can feel muscular pain or tension. They can feel disc pain. They can also feel nerve pain, which can radiate and travel from the neck down in through the shoulder, arms, and hands. You can see here that the nerves come from the spinal cord and travel down the shoulder, arms, and hands. By putting pressure on one of those nerves, you can see the area flashing where the person would have pain. And we could actually do that with any spinal segment in the body. If we put pressure on the mid-back area, you can see how the pain would travel between the shoulder blades, maybe in through the rib cage and lower chest area. If there's pressure on the nerves, traveling down in through the lower back, hips, knees, leg, foot pain. So what I've seen in my 28 years of practice is the most common cause of pain is a spinal misalignment. It's a bone that is shifted out of position enough to pinch or irritate the nerve. Now once that happens, the muscles around that spinal area will start to get tight, they will start to spasm, they can even become scarred, and that can produce very restricted range of motion. And then when you try to move into that range of motion, it puts more pressure on the nerve and you get very sharp pain. So basically what happens is the spinal bones should have a normal ability to move and bend and twist. And when they're properly aligned, that happens. You have a disc space that separates the bones and allows that nice fluid motion. But because of the way the spine moves and the activities of stress, whether it be sitting at a computer or if you're doing a lot of bending or lifting, you know, we have 4 children, so holding kids in and out of the car seat, all these things put some stress on the spinal bones. And what can happen is the spinal bone can become twisted or shifted out of position. Now as soon as that happens, the muscles around that area will become tight, and you'll notice a restricted range of motion, or you'll have pain when you do move. But the most damaging thing about that is when the bone shifts out of place, it actually puts pressure on the nerve. And that pressure on the nerve can lead to pain both in the neck, in the back, or any pain that travels down into the hips, knees, foot, shoulders, arms, or hands. And when the nerve is pinched and irritated, it can be very painful, and it's not likely to go away even if you're medicating it and you can relieve some of the discomfort. The real solution is to find out why you have the pain. Pain is always a red flag. Something's not working as it should, and it's my opinion we should look for the cause of the problem. We do a specialized nerve test in our office. It's a very simple test. We actually run a heat sensor. It's a Titron infrared thermography scan. We run it right up the spine, and we can tell if any of the spinal nerves have been pinched or irritated and they're not working correctly. Now once we know that that's the cause of the problem, we can also rule out whether it's a muscular problem or some other cause of the problem. But once we know that the nerve is irritated, we generally know that that comes about from the spinal bone being twisted out of position. We go to correct that, and then the body has an incredible ability to heal, and it'll heal just like a cut on your arm would heal. The pressure on the nerve, the pinching on the nerve, if you can relieve the pressure on the nerve, that part of the body will start to heal, and of course you'll feel that as the pain goes away. The other thing that will happen, which is very, very positive in a situation like this, is you'll start to regain normal motion and flexibility in those areas. The stiffness in those areas is a sign that something's just not working correctly or lined up as it should, and then that will cause some problem in the future. So my name is Dr. David Magnano. Once again, I practice in Clearwater, Florida. If you want to have that nerve test done, we do it as an educational, like a community service. Call our office. We'll run that scan on you. If we find any pressure on the nerves, we can always let you know how we would handle that. Of course, if we find some other cause, we'll send you to somebody that would be able to help you. Thanks for listening.